The Supreme Court has ruled on the right of long-term Canadian expatriates to vote in Canadian elections. The case centered on a law, since repealed, that barred them from casting a ballot. Now, Cindy, the court ruled in their favor.
It was a 5-2 decision, Mitsumi. The Supreme Court says limiting the right to vote for Canadians living abroad for more than 5 years is unconstitutional and denies them a fundamental democratic right. This challenge was launched by 2 Canadians living in the United States after they were denied the right to vote in 2011. They'd been living in the U.S. for years, but argued that the 1993 law violated their charter rights. Today, the top court said the restriction couldn't be justified and that the idea of electoral fairness put forward by the government was vague. Interestingly, as you said, this comes just weeks after today's federal government scrapped the ban and replaced it with legislation guaranteeing all expats the right to cast a ballot in Canadian elections, no matter how long they've been away. This long-running case went ahead anyway. Here's the president of the Canadian Expat Association, Alan Nichols, who's in Victoria.
And this is a good day for Canadian democracy. I mean, a Canadian citizen is a Canadian citizen. That's what it says in the Charter of Rights and Freedoms. And we're just absolutely floored that the Supreme Court has ruled in favor of Canadians abroad.
Nichols says there are 2.8 million Canadians living overseas, and he thinks this ruling will encourage their sense of engagement with Canada, especially for those who work abroad for or on behalf of Canada and Canadians, whether it's in the area of diplomacy, culture, or business. Mitz?
Thanks very much, Cindy.